Alrighty, what is up everybody? Miles here again, and we are doing Whiteboard Wednesday number 2. Now in today's Whiteboard Wednesday, we are going to be talking about this. We are going to be talking about how to run a Facebook ad. Now, this video topic was suggested by Billy Wilson. If you guys have not checked out the interview that I did with Billy Wilson, I will put it right here somewhere. Just put it in the middle of the screen there. Check that one out. Actually, don't check that out right now. Watch the rest of this video, then go check out the interview with Billy. It's a good one, and he has an awesome story. But anyways, guys, he suggested that I make a video on how to run a Facebook ad. Now, the question is, I get this question a lot, and I think that is my most popular video on kind of setting up the business manager for Facebook advertisements. And this is something that is pretty broad. How to run a Facebook ad really depends on a lot of things. You know, what type of customer are you working, or what type of client are you working with? You know, is it a dentist, a doctor, a lawyer, a restaurant, a bar? You know, these things all determine what type of funnel you're gonna develop for the client, and what type of ad copy you're gonna do, what type of follow-up you're gonna do, what type of sales process you're gonna set up for them. So this is a very broad question, but what I will do in this video is I'll kind of lay out the basics. I'll lay out the fundamental parts of a Facebook ad campaign, and I'll kind of explain them. And at the end of this video, so stick around, watch this whole video, I'll actually give you a funnel that you can use that is applicable to a lot of different business types. So stay till the end and check that one out. I'll get through kind of the parts, and then I'll show you the actual funnel and how it works. Okay, so be sure to stick around for that one. But anyways, guys, we'll talk about the first part here. So this is the first thing that you have to consider. Okay, and this might be, they're all equally important, but this one's very important, because if you don't get this right, none of this is really going to do you much. Okay, so research, very, very important. Okay, with this research, you're going to have to find who your customers are. So, you know, who they are, what they want, what do they want? You have to find out what their number one desire is. Okay, so these are questions you have to ask yourself, okay? You have to dive deep. You have to do the research, okay? And I'll make another video going more in depth on how to do accurate and effective research for some different types of clients that you'll work with. And I'll really kind of get into the Facebook part of it and how to discover what things you should be targeting with your advertisements. Now, the next thing, and I've talked about this before, but that is bait. Okay, now what is bait? Bait's it has a bunch of different names. What your offer is, maybe not your offer, but your freebie, your giveaway, your freemium. You know, what's the thing that you're reeling them in with? What are you offering in the ad that's attracting the customer that you're looking for? Okay, so with the bait, you know, are you credible? You know, what type of bait and what type of thing can you offer that they'll want? So for a dentist, is this free x-rays? Is it a free teeth cleaning? For a chiropractor, is it a free massage? Is it a free, I forget what they call it, but where you go in and they kind of crack your back, a free, like a realignment or an assessment. You know, what can you offer? What type of bait, what type of thing can you give away that's going to attract them? Okay, and that goes straight into the next thing, which is the ad. Okay, this is the actual advertisement that shows up in the newsfeed or on the side of Facebook. Okay, this way. And you know, this is exactly what's in the newsfeed. So this is your copy. This is what's written, the picture or the video, whatever type of ad you choose. This is what I'm talking about here. Okay, so this is the actual physical ad that you see on the Facebook newsfeed. So with the ad, you have to make sure you're offering the bait. Okay, so you're offer the bait, must be credible. Okay, offer bait must be credible. Engage them. So obviously the most engaging type of ad you can do is a video, but you know, with the copy, so make sure you have good copy. Okay, that's poorly written, very small. I hope you can see that. It says copy. So yeah, you have to think about all these things. So this is the actual ad. You know, you have to offer the bait, you have to engage them, make sure that it's credible, it looks good, the copy's good, the image is good, and you'll be set with the ad itself. Now the next part is also very important, and I'm kind of getting to the edge here, so I'm gonna make this one kind of small. And that is the funnel. Okay, I hope there's not too much of a glare here and you can see this. This box here says funnel. So the funnel, what is the funnel? So that is, let me write this here. So that is your landing page. Again, you're gonna have copy here on the landing page. This is, you know, your landing page is gonna be for email and name, okay? You're gonna have copy here, maybe it's your headline. So what your funnel should do is actually, it should repeat the ad. So your copy on in your funnel and your landing page should copy, it should repeat what your advertisement says. So there's no disconnect there when people land on your landing page. And you know, it should say the same thing that your headline says and your copy says on your ad, okay? So keep that in mind, that's very important. People don't want to be confused. They don't want to click an ad and it leads to a completely different landing page with different copy, different images. You want to keep things consistent, okay? Very, very important. Now, so also here is your thank you page, okay? And here, I'm gonna actually point out a very important part here about the thank you page, okay? This is key, okay? And that was a terrible start. A lot of people miss a thing you can do on the thank you page. Now, depending on what type of business you're working for, if it's your own business, if you're doing e-commerce, you can upsell here, you can offer other products, you can offer the same product. There's a lot of variation of things you can do. But if you're running ads for clients, a really cool thing you can do here on the thank you page is you can make another offer, okay? And what I mean by this, okay, is with your call to action, your CTA, okay? Your call to action, you can have someone, you can give a call to action to make someone do something, kind of a micro commitment. So let's say you're working with a dentist. So kind of like what I mentioned before, let's say your bait is a free teeth cleaning, okay? And in your call to action on your thank you page, you can say, hey, if you call now, you know, call this number, you put the number on there, you say you call now, and if you book right now, you'll also get x-rays, free x-rays or $7 x-rays, whatever it might be, you know, just put a price point on it and get people to make an action here, and you'll actually qualify those people, you'll get those bookings in, rather than people just kind of taking your bait, you pay for that lead and no one shows up, they don't actually use it. So if you book them, that's just another, you know, the call to action is getting them to actually take another action and actually book the appointment. So something to keep in mind and something very powerful that you can use in your advertisement campaigns. Now, the last thing that I'm going to talk about here, I'm going to put it over here, okay, and that is the sale. Now with this, let's say you have them through the funnel, you got their information, you landed them on the thank you page, and what can you do here with the sales page or the sales process? So there's a lot that can go into this, and you can talk about email here, and by email I mean email sequence. So this could be like follow-up. You should always follow up no matter what, but if you want to put them in maybe a 3-day, 5-day, 7-day email sequence that offers them other things, you're always wanting to add value. So that's very important. You need to build value. And along with this is trust, credibility, and these are all things, building value. All the things that you're doing in this post-sale and the sales process here after you get them through the funnel is you're building value. So you're going to want to give, obviously here, okay? There's more that goes into this. There's retargeting. You can do cool stuff like if you're working for a dentist, you can add you can do some value videos, retargeting videos to customers that landed on your thank you page. Maybe just reminding them like, hey, don't forget to come in for your free teeth cleaning or whatever it might be. And these are really cheap, really cheap views that, you know, the retargeting. And I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that like I said in the beginning of the video, I'll talk about in one of the funnels I want to show you guys, retargeting is very, very cool, and it's very cheap to do. So again, guys, sorry I got a little sidetracked there, but sales. So again, like I said, email, follow-ups, building value, and one thing I want to add here is how. So how are you going to make the sale? Do you want them to come in physically to the store? Do you want them on the phone? Do you want to lead them to another sales page where you upsell them something? You know, you have to think about these things and, you know, apply them to what fits the business that you're working with, okay? All right, guys, now I hope that you found that to be helpful, okay? You have to really dig deep into the research and what type of ad copy, what type of funnel, what type of sales process you want to set up with the company you're working with, okay? Whatever your client wants, do it for them. You know, make suggestions, and you know, that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna go over this discount funnel, which you can use with bars, gyms, restaurants, you know, even doctors. Really, pretty much any type of client this will work for. I don't really know of any, maybe like higher end coaching, but we're not gonna get into that. But this discount funnel is super, super useful. You can go in today and pitch this idea to a gym, like a local gym, and it'll work, okay? So I appreciate you guys sticking around, but this is the key part of the video. Not the key part, but this is super cool, okay? And I'm gonna show you guys the steps in this funnel, okay? And it's really easy, and you can follow along and you can apply this to one of your clients today. Super simple, okay? So the first part, so I'm gonna again, like I did before, I'm gonna kind of box these off and I'm gonna show you kind of the flow chart here of what we're doing. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is the ad, okay? Now, what you're gonna do with this ad, okay, we've already done the research. You know, you have to assume we've already done the research and everything. We know what type of clients we're looking for. We know the targeting. We know all that. But I'm just gonna give you kind of the building blocks and the parts of this funnel and how people will go through this funnel, okay? So it starts with the ad. Now, here you're going to offer free/cheap bait, right? Okay, so this is where you're gonna offer your free or cheap bait. So something you can do here, if, you know, depending on what the client is, you can offer something cheap, let's say like $7 or $11, something kind of cheap, and this will actually help offset the ad cost. If you can do this and it's a higher end, maybe a little bit more expensive product or service, I would consider doing this, but free is always gonna work. People love free. So just you know, talk with your client and see kind of what works here, but yeah, so free or cheap, okay? So the next part is the landing page. Now I'm just gonna abbreviate this LP landing page. Easy enough. Now here you're going to capture name, email, and phone number if you want. You don't have to, but again, if your client wants to get people on the phone to try to sell them or to set up some sort of appointment, phone number is obviously something that they're going to want in that lead. Now, so what they've done here is they've seen the bait, they've seen the ad, they've seen the bait, the offer. So let's say it's a gym, you're offering a free 2-week trial for the gym. They click it, and here they land on the page where they're going to input their name, email, and phone number. Now, after they input the name, email, and phone number, and they hit the submit button, it's going to lead them to the thank you page. Wow, that's a bad Y. That just looks terrible. The thank you page. Now, guys, as I mentioned before, this is where you can get them to do another call to action. So obviously, you're going to thank them, and then you're going to make another offer with a call to action. Now, what this is going to get them to do is this is going to, you're going to thank them, and this is going to tell them, oh, hey, well, if you call right now, you know, you put the phone number, you say you call right now, you'll also get a discounted or a free training session. Again, we're going off the gym. So they saw the bait for the free 2-week trial of the gym. They inputted their email, their name, and their phone number, and it leads them to the thank you page, where then it again offers them, if they call now, they will be able to book a free session with one of the personal trainers in the gym. Okay, now, like I said, this is super simple, but this can work for a lot of places. Like I said, bars, restaurants, gyms, even doctor's office. You can use this. Now, after this, here's something that's really cool that you can do. So what you can do after this is you can do something that we call retargeting. Okay, now with retargeting, this is where you can retarget people that have landed on your thank you page. Okay, so they've opted in here, they've landed on your thank you page, and maybe you want to retarget these people with some videos, maybe some workout tips or some footage of the gym, maybe show some new equipment, something about the gym, maybe some like the sauna or the pool, whatever it might be. This is where you can retarget these people who've landed on the thank you page. You can retarget them with super cheap views. So, you know, if it's video views or some other image or ad, this is where you can retarget these people for super cheap. I'm talking like cents, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cents per view on a video. And this will add more value, and it'll just get people more interested and more likely to come to the gym and, you know, sign up, get a personal trainer, and take action. So that's it, guys. That is the discount funnel. This one, like I said, you can use with pretty much any type of client, and it's really going to show you, it's really easy to set up, and it's going to show you great results. And you guys might be wondering, so you might be wondering, you know, how do I do these? How do I set up an ad? How do I set up a landing page? What's a thank you page? What are these things? And you can make these in a lot of different programs. There's tons out there. Lead pages and ClickFunnels are kind of the two main ones. And I'll be going into videos about that in the future. I haven't made them yet, but they will be in this video's link, or they will be in this video's description down below. So I'll link some of those videos, I'll title them out, and I'll put them in the description so you guys can check out, you know, how to make a lead pages funnel, how to make something on ClickFunnels, because I'll be working with ClickFunnels here in the next week or two. So I'll be making those videos soon, but I just wanted to get this out there, guys, because I know that you guys wanted to know kind of how to make a Facebook ad, what parts go into making a Facebook ad, and I wanted to give you guys this funnel that, you know, if you know how to use lead pages or ClickFunnels or some other type of a funnel program, that you can make this funnel, you know, today. So that's it, guys. I appreciate you watching all the way through. I hope you found something of value in this video. You know, I think that this is a great video. This is toot my own horn here, but this is a great video, guys. This is a great funnel. What I did before talking about the parts of a ad campaign are super important too. So go back, if you missed some of that, go back and rewatch that, guys. You know, understand, write down the parts of a campaign. Come here, write this down. You know, guys, you could write this down, you know, maybe go into some sort of program on your computer, make these simple boxes, these ads, print this off, and take this with you like part of your pitch. You know, show that you can do this type of funnel, explain what a funnel is, explain if they don't know what landing pages are and retargeting. You can explain these things to them, and it's a really easy and unique selling point that you can add to your agency. So that's it, guys. Again, thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful at all, please throw it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below of what you want to see in the next Whiteboard Wednesday, and I will see you guys next week. Peace out.